Hello, welcome to another episode of the Salted Coffee Podcast. I am Brian Koenig, and joining me as always is Devon McCann.
Hi.
Paul Z.
Yo.
Justin Mealy is dead.
Officially.
Officially dead.
I think we referenced that,
Rest in pepperoni, my sweet Italian meatball.
That is only mildly racist.
It's unfortunate, but is it really? Yeah.
I mean,
you think about it, like...
We might resurrect him.
Yeah.
Possibly. Justin is not dead. He is temporarily no longer a part of the podcast. He is still our friend, but he's just not going to be a part of this anymore because of his work schedule.
He's a slave to the man.
Yes, his work decided to schedule him for Saturday and Sunday, which is when we record this whole shebang.
I mean, my work schedule's going to flip around at some point.
Yeah, it's hard for all of us to get together. I mean, we all live about an hour away from each other, and we all have jobs and shit to do. Shit gets in the way. It's just life.
Yeah, it's real life. It's called being an adult. It sucks.
So, I know we haven't, done an episode in well over a month, and I think we have a remedy to fix that problem.
Yes, we do.
So
by recording
2 episodes in one sitting. So hopefully we'll make this a more weekly show, get on a more consistent schedule.
That's the plan. Yeah, I think we want to get on there once a week,
we'll get
post one every Monday-ish.
Yeah,
It would be nice.
That's when we posted. We posted on Monday.
Yeah, consistent. Yeah.
Monday on SoundCloud, Wednesday on YouTube.
All right.
So anyways,
start off with the Beer Blitz segment.
Sure, why
awesome.
not?
So what are we drinking today?
Today, I managed to find the holographic Charizard card
The elusive
of beers.
Yes.
The Not Your Father's Root Beer, which is supposedly supposed to taste like pure root beer.
I'm just going to throw it out there that it's hard to find in New Jersey. It's not that hard to find in New York. If somebody would have asked me, I'd have picked it up.
Fighting words.
They sell it at the drugstore.
I didn't even think about this until I found it at the
beer
store.
True. There's also for next time, just the next couple weeks, I'll get a beer because there's some weird store on the corner of my street, and there's all kinds of weird beers in there. All kinds of wacky.
Did they have Adler Koenig?
They don't have Adler Koenig. I only know one place I can find it.
Well, anyways. Ooh, that's nice. It's a nice sound.
Nice little pop.
And me and Brian already opened ours.
Ooh, it smells like it, too. Ooh, I'm excited. This is... Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, holy shit.
That is fucking delicious.
I've actually had it before, but it is wonderful.
Wow. It really does taste like root beer.
This is only
this is phenomenal.
5.9 alcohol.
They actually have...
I can taste the alcohol in it, but...
too strong.
So little, though.
It's not strong. It's not overpowering.
They have like an 8% one, then they have like a 13% one. The 13%.
Yeah, they have different strengths.
Fuck you up.
This is the only one they had at the store.
Yeah, this is the one that's commonly available.
They only had like maybe 10 cases when I went there, so I picked up 2 of them.
Usually you don't even find... These are cans, by the way. Usually we find them in bottles.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd be bottles.
You know, honestly, I like it better out of the can so far.
Yeah, the nice metal taste.
Yeah. I don't know. This is one of the few things I can say that I like better out of the can.
You know what?
I mean, I like grape soda better out of the can, strangely enough.
Oh, really? Well, better than like the fucking Fanta bottle.
Grape soda is disgusting.
Grape soda's not disgusting. Right. Grape soda's awesome.
Yeah. It's alright. It's
tolerable. But anyways, let's see. This is by the Small Town Brewery. I don't know where they're located.
It says it's an ale. So
Small Town Brewery.
Is it an ale?
This is what it says, yeah. Ale with the taste of spices, 5.9.
La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, we should put some ice in a glass.
Nah, because then the ice is going to melt your water down your beer, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like blasphemy. You got to put it in a frosted glass.
It says on the can, chilled or poured in a glass over ice.
Dude, or get a scoop of ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, come on. Not your father's.
You know what else is better in a can than it is in a bottle?
What?
Bud Light Lime.
You know what? Yeah, I have to
the
agree
only
with
thing
that
really stood out to me is having a major difference.
I have to agree with that, actually.
So, remember the roof? The roof.
Yeah, I missed that. That was awesome.
That was my best Bud Light.
Since the statute of limitations is well past, I'll go and say that we there used to be a building next to where I lived in down the shore.
An in construction one.
Yeah, it was in construction for like 4 years, and the construction site was very poorly secured. and we used to just kind of wander in, walk up top, and it was like 4 floors, right? And we used to sit on the roof.
It was more than 4 floors.
It was 4 or 5 floors, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty high up.
Yeah, and we used to sit on the roof, which was like a giant open patio for all the apartments.
Yeah.
We used to just kind of just sit on the roof and
I fucking miss that place.
Drink.
see the boardwalk, watch the boardwalk in the ocean, and drink for hours, and it was an absolute blast. I actually really miss that. There's some, we got some really good memories growing up, and that's one of those good ones.
Really,
just those type of freedom, like drinking in public, or even just drinking in your own backyard or front yard or front stoop.
Just drinking in nature.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to go with
it's
it's that on top of drinking with good friends and all that, and laughter and fun, joking around, having
drinking alone is fun too. I think everything has its place.
I can drink alone, but if I drink alone more than a beer or two, I feel like an alcoholic, and then I get sad and want to drink even more. So it's not necessarily a great idea.
As long as you don't piss all your money away. I actually, like last week, I got drunk and then I went for a run at like 3 in the morning.
I've done that.
Drunk.
I could never do that. I'd get sick.
No, and then you run really fast and hard.
I know. It was a really great run too. Like I run around the local college campus here, and it's just awesome.
I mean, you can sit it in the college, dude. It's not like they really care.
Well,
there's like 50 people.
Give away our secret
Livingston
location.
Campus at Rutgers.
Oh.
That's where I go.
People are going to find us now.
We've already mentioned New
The
Brunswick.
government's going to find us.
Yeah,
I know we've mentioned New Brunswick before.
But like
everyone knows we live in New Jersey, dude.
Yeah, we mentioned.
But where in New Jersey?
I just said it, so.
Jersey,
so I gave it away.
Oh, I don't live in
But yeah, like it's just awesome. Like it just, especially because it's like going down into the lower 50s now, like in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's just so nice, the breeze, and there's no people around, like no other joggers or bikers or cars, and it's just
a bunch of
it's very freeing, relaxing.
college girls. I believe they could refer to them as thoughts now. I heard that the other day.
What do they call them?
Thoughts. TH.
Is that like what is that?
I mean, it's an acronym for that hoe over there.
Nice.
It's pretty stupid.
I like that actually. I'll start using it.
It's very urban, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess is the way to put it. I've heard people call bitches that, and I think it's stupid.
That.
I don't know.
Oh, that hoe over there. TH.
That hoe over there.
Yeah.
Thought.
So you could use that to refer to any girl of any age, basically.
Yeah.
So it's universal. It just means woman.
I guess.
Who's gonna, get fucked? She's a hoe.
She's going to copulate.
Fornicate.
Excuse me.
Coitus.
Yeah.
Relations.
So yeah, this is some delicious beer here. I
Yeah.
think this is my favorite one we've had so far.
Yeah, I think so.
The Modelo I liked a lot.
Yeah, Modelo's
And
great.
what was the other? We had another good one too. Harp was good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one that wasn't good was like the Raging Bull one.
No,
was
no.
Like
What? No, I
The
thought
Raging Bull was all right.
Raging Bull was all right. It was that first one we had.
Metropolis?
Yeah, the Superman beer.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah, that one was terrible.
Raging Bull was okay.
Yeah.
Modelo was pretty good. Harp is good.
Yeah.
And I've had Harp before this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're doing pretty well so far with our random beer blitz beer.
I would really like to turn this into a root beer float. I mean, unfortunately, it's ice.
I don't have any ice cream.
Yeah.
I have like sherbet, but that's not going to work.
That's be gross as hell.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I'm gonna have
anyway. Yeah, beer blitz. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
Topics.
Should we get into the whole shebang of the show? Like, what is it about?
Sure.
She bang.
Yeah.
For those who have first time listening.
Yeah, the uninitiated.
The uninitiated.
Or just listening to their first Salted Coffee podcast experience.
They probably have no idea what the hell's going on. I don't blame them.
You talk about random shit.
Yeah. So basically what we do is we hang out, drink a beer, and talk about, everyone brings a topic to the table, and we just discuss it.
There's normally 4 of us. We're working on, right now it's just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We're going to work on trying to get a rotating 4th chair situation going on.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
now that Justin is officially
Dead.
been murdered.
So
by his job.
It's basically, there were 3, now was 4, now we're just 3 guys from New Jersey talking about
And then there were 3.
3 guys from New Jersey talking about random topics we bring to the table.
Yes. Because it's fun.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And we're drinking, so the second one should be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So who wants to bring their topic up first this week?
I was kind of hoping to. You want me to go first?
Doesn't matter. First. If you don't want to, I'd go first.
I'll go first.
All right.
Okay, so for anybody who's not quite initiated, I never really go super into detail about it. I mean, I've talked about it before, but I currently no longer live in the Garden State, to my own chagrin.
Chagrin.
Fancy word.
Yeah, I know.
His disappointment.
I've actually never heard of that word.
I went to college and shit, guys. So did all of you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I live in New York City right now. I'll even give you the borough. I'm not going to go too deep into it.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn to be specific.
Everyone come stalk him.
Yeah, come stalk me. Gotta work out real
Brooklyn.
His address is... no, I don't know.
You actually... You know where I live.
You got a problem with New York?
I don't know the number or anything.
Yeah. Anyway, so... it's interesting living in a major city, actually. In fact, I'm not sure... I don't think it's the biggest city in the world, but it's definitely the biggest city
It's definitely
in the country.
The most popular city in the world.
It's definitely probably the most
highly populated. Yeah, too, right? Yeah,
I mean, I'd probably venture to say Los Angeles might be a little bit bigger, size-wise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Population-wise, New York probably takes a cake. It's a city of about 6 million people with maybe 40 different languages spoken. Generally, with
how many of those do you speak?
Like 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I know like 3 words in Russian and stuff like that. I can order food in Russian.
Como estas? That's all I know. That's not Russian,
Si.
but
not at all.
No bueno.
Da. I actually work for the city, thus me moving there. I would have preferred to stay living in New Jersey, even though, growing up you're like, oh, I want to move somewhere, different, blah, blah, blah. Then, of course, you get to a certain age, you're like, oh, where I live is pretty freaking awesome. But then, you got to go where the money is, and, there's this things called bills, and being adults, it kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so living in a major city, or just even living anywhere, larger, and I mean, I'm going to say even here where we're doing this show is larger, probably on a scale than when we went to where we all grew up. Mm-hmm. But you see some pretty weird shit, and some pretty weird shit goes on. You notice some weird things, like one that has been hitting me the last couple weeks is...
homeless people.
Well, I'll get to homeless people in a minute.
Oh.
I got one on that one, too. So basically, I live in the biggest city in the country, 6 million people, and I know like fucking 10 of them, and I guess actually pretty lonely, which is such an odd concept of living with so many people around you, many of which I do see on almost a daily basis. I just don't fucking know them. Mm-hmm. You see the same people coming out of the same places every day, going to the same place for coffee, and in a contrast to grew up on the Jersey Shore. In a contrast to that, people aren't as friendly. Mm-hmm. And if I sit and talk to people, they do realize that I'm not from New York. All my coworkers know I'm not from New York.
Yeah.
I
really just by talking to you.
I mean, my accent's not so far off that they can't figure that out.
Right.
But it's just the way I carry myself, and it's not like I carry myself.
Maybe they sense the uncomfortableness.
Oh, they smell the New Jersey off of me.
Yeah.
They sense my different set of values than they have. Like they say the word, me and Brian discussed this the other day. Hungry.
Oh god, I fucking hate that term.
Hungry.
Hungry. Hustle. And what was the other one?
I don't remember. I don't hear hustle that much.
Bandwidth is another one I fucking hate.
Bandwidth?
Yeah.
I don't get bandwidth.
What does that mean?
Bandwidth is, besides the term for internet speed, is
sure.
In the business world, it's like how much free time you have in a day.
Yeah, see, I work in the legal system, so I don't hear that
during any work day or like
any day? Like let's just say Brian has 3 hours on design work and then 5 hours bandwidth, like free bandwidth, meaning I have 5 hours free time and I can
That's awesome.
use it to help other brands with their designs and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like a word made up by douchebags.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Hungry. I hear hungry a lot about this person's hungry, so they're to succeed. It's like, hey, fuckface! I just moved my whole life 120 miles away from everything I've ever known, just to fucking hate this job because I needed a better job. And you're going to tell me somebody who sits there and is going to read books for fucking 6 hours a day just to learn more stuff is going to be more hungry than I am, quote unquote hungry. When I still know more about the freaking topic than they do, it's only because I don't sit there with my face buried in a book.
Yeah, they're eager and they want that shit. they're, determined.
Yeah, yet again, they
Dedicated.
can't handle themselves and they freak out under pressure and, whatever. Mm-hmm. That's besides the point, getting a little too much in detail what I do.
Right.
Anyway, it's weird. You see some weird fucking people. I know Brian works in New York City. So,
yeah, I see some weird shit to and from my way to work every day.
I mean, I saw this Asian guy, and he was it's funnier when you hear the whole thing. Mm-hmm. And he was wearing I believe the term for it's called a dashiki. It's like a man dress. It's a really long shirt.
Okay.
It's
he wasn't a monk or anything, was he? I see monks a lot in the city.
A toga?
It's commonly worn in Africa and the Middle East. It's basically a fucking man dress. Yeah. He's wearing a white one of those. He's wearing like Romanesque sandals. Uh-huh. So I'm like, all right, what the fuck?
What's the version?
Homie, he's Asian. And then he's wearing a.
Is that in Asia?
No, what's my fucking story? Shut the fuck up. And he's wearing a turban, and it was like the weirdest looking thing I've ever seen. And I had to stop, and I didn't have like a lot of battery life on my phone or something. Otherwise, I would have taken a picture, and I just had to stop and stare at this freaking guy for like 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Only in New York. Then of course I saw the guy from Jurassic Park that's sitting on the corner.
John Hammond.
Is that what people in New York do? Is they just people watch and make fun of everyone?
No, I do people watch.
Shit about them
I do people watch. It's pretty funny.
People watching is a good pastime. I like that.
Yeah, it is. It can be interesting. So, I mean, Brian, you can go on a little bit with this. I'm sure you have something to say.
I think it was like a week or two ago, outside of Penn Station on my way home. I saw two bums fighting. Good old-fashioned bum fight.
What was fighting over?
Honestly, I don't know. There was one guy. He was in like a tattered blue T-shirt. He had like frizzy black hair. He was of African descent. He was fighting some bigger white guy, also a bum.
How do you know they were bums? Did they just look dirty, or
they looked like insane people, and they were like dirty, and they were like spouting nonsense out of their mouths while like the one black guy was like swinging like this, and he was like, "Come on, swing at me, swing at me." He was like egging the other guy on to fight him, and the other guy's just kind of like blocking him, but at the same time he kind of had his arms in his shirt like he was
like a T-Rex.
Like T-Rex. He was like blocking the other guy's blows with his hand in his shirt.
I wish we could have a visual of what Brian's doing right now. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, for those of you who can't see, I'm T-Rexing. So yeah, that was funny. Yeah, I actually didn't want to go home. I wanted to see how it would play out.
Watch these guys have a good nature.
Should have filmed it. Put it on the YouTube.
Yeah, I really should have. I thought about it.
Put it on our channel.
On the interwebs. I mean,
get some subs.
Definitely, this is in New York City, but I mean, I know there's a lot more people here than where we grew up, at least more densely.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You've seen some weird things. I'm sure you've seen some weird freaking people.
Honestly, not really. I mean, the Asian population here is massive, but there's nothing like weird about that. It's just they just happen to be here. Just like in Tom's River, there's a massive Italian population. It's just kind of how things worked out. Yeah.
Oh, you got something to say about Tom's River?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
So, I mean, honestly, I haven't really seen anything that weird up here because I kind of stay home most of the time. I keep to myself. I'm not really doing much, and I don't work in the city. So, I mean, I have a good New York story with, there was a bum on the subway.
Oh.
And he was just spouting off like a ton of like religious crap about how we need to fear God and the apocalypse and stuff like that.
Jesus Christ!
The rapture, yeah. He was just going on and on.
Down upon thee.
And then he randomly he pulls up his sleeve and he had like his arm was like super deformed and shit. It was just a weird. I was like, why are you?
Was
showing...
it the shape of Jesus?
It maybe. I don't think so because it was so gross looking that like everyone like had to look away and some people were like gasping and like.
Did anyone just like throw up?
No one threw up. No one threw up. But like, and then the guy just got off at the next stop. But I think he was talking about how like, you have to fear God because He'll give you cancer of whatever he had. And
I was like, cancer of the dick or something.
Yeah. I don't know, but it was just pretty disturbing.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I can attest to the subway being a very interesting place.
Yeah. I don't take the subway too often.
Oh, like the one time when we went and there was like a pool of blood on the seat. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
there was like a pool of blood on the seat.
Yeah,
and it just
like fresh blood or dry
yeah,
blood?
like it was like
yeah.
it was. I wouldn't say it was super fresh, but it looked like it was the frosted meat blood.
You probably
Yeah, it was just like
that or someone perioded.
Yeah, just like it's like
All over.
some chicks like I'm just gonna bleed out my fucking vag right here.
That
People-
could be it.
Fucking people do that.
Some chick fell asleep and it just
No,
leaked
it's just
out.
wears a skirt without any underwear and
Yeah, boom.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just weird. I know, Brian, you went to college in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
so I'm sure you got some Philly stories.
I actually don't have too many Philly stories. There weren't as many homeless people in Philly as there was in New York, but I
think
do.
they execute them in Philadelphia.
I don't know how this topic turned into homeless stories, but
they can be pretty weird.
but there was this one homeless guy. He was pretty much famous among our school. His name, we called him Smiley, because all he did was stand at the street corner, usually of 13th and Chestnut Street, and he would just stand there. He would usually have like a green puffy winter jacket, and he'd just stand there and smile, just like check out. He was just like checked out from reality, just standing there, just smiling. His eyes were just
Did he
kind of like
ever
staring
talk to
at the
you?
ground. Or no, I never heard that man speak before in my life.
Oh wow.
But I did find something fascinating. Me and Max at the time were on the subway going to her house, and he came onto the subway carrying a bag from the Home Depot.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe Homeboy wasn't actually homeless.
Maybe he's not actually homeless, and
guy.
theories were that he was a millionaire and that he just chose to spend his time by just spacing out all day long.
I mean, if I had a shitload of money,
He never begged. He never did anything. He just stood there and stand.
Can they like?
It was
Can the
weird.
police do anything? Because like, is that loitering though? Like,
No, not really. I mean, he was just like any old bum. Except he was just standing up and minding his own business. He never caused any trouble, as far as I know.
yeah, I mean, theoretically, why bother anybody if they're not causing any issues? I mean,
yeah,
they're just sitting there being fucking pleasant. Let them be fucking pleasant. Who gives a shit, really?
yeah.
Like, yeah,
Stories.
homeless stories, because that's what this involved.
Although there's a homeless guy in Tom's River, right? There's actually a large number of homeless people in Tom's River, believe it or
Isn't there
not.
Tent City and like Lakewood or something?
No, they got rid of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they made them all leave.
That's awesome. I mean,
the
that's
only
terrible.
the only homeless person I heard of in Tom's River was that guy in Silverton who lived in the van in the Silverton Woods
van by the river?
by the Wawa, like across from that Wawa off of Fisher
Yeah,
Boulevard.
and somebody found him dead or murdered or something
Yeah.
in the car.
Wow.
No, there was a guy who lives over by the 7-Eleven on Washington Street.
Okay.
Like by where 7-Eleven Tom's
He
River Diner.
lives in there or in the parking lot or?
Yeah, you know where the 7-Eleven is across from Tom's
yeah.
River Diner?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just fucking sits at that street corner on either like a fold-out chair or on like the
Oh,
the
I've
divider.
seen that guy.
He just chills there.
Yeah.
Never seen him before.
I see him all the time when I'm down in that area.
Yeah, but apparently he actually has a lot of money because he has a Lincoln Navigator. Like a really optioned up Lincoln Navigator. It's parked in one of the parking lots locally. He'll drive around in it. But
Maybe he lives in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker, that fucking truck is like brand new.
It's also big. It's big enough to live in.
Yeah, I mean, he lives in a. Yeah, he could actually. I don't know. I'm just saying. But I mean, it's so fucking weird that that's the case of what he does. I mean, my experience with the homeless in New York is just like, there's one guy who sits on 86th Street in Brooklyn and just sits there with a cup, and it has a sign that says "Lost job, trying to pay bills, please help" or something like that.
Yeah,
And
they all say that.
Yeah,
They all
it's stupid
appreciate it.
because I can't plausibly see that he's homeless because he's actually well manicured. I mean, he's a little scruffy, but there are some just fucking generally scruffy people in life.
Yeah.
And he just chills there and it has the same sign for like weeks. It's like, well, maybe you should look for a job, bro. Because this is just lost your job, so evidently you don't have any.
Maybe he needs money to
mental
pay
illnesses.
for the Wi-Fi at the local cafe to use the internet, so that he can apply for jobs. Yeah, what do you think of that? Like how?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's true. But there's a
because like a
Starbucks
lot of
down the
places,
street, and
yeah,
they
but a
have
lot of
free
places
Wi-Fi.
don't even.
McDonald's has free Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
like, do places even have like written applications anymore? Like, most of them don't, right? Yeah.
Yeah, most places tell you to apply online.
Yeah.
I've actually never had a successful apply online.
Either have I. So.
I did. I had my first 2 jobs were in person, like on paper, and the third job was online. Yes, that was in person. I actually didn't even apply. I just showed up because I had a friend who worked there, and they were like, "Okay, you're hired." I'm like, cool.
He said, "Hey, just walk in, start working. Hey, I work."
Pretty much, yeah. Like I started like the next day. They just wanted to meet me first. That's all. So I was like 17.
Okay.
Yep. Small business.
You're like the only one that worked in high school.
No, I worked on the boardwalk.
Yeah, boardwalk.
Oh, that's right. All those Russian girls, and there's that one that was like all into you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
Yeah, I don't regret that. Regret not doing anything about that.
Anyway, so our city, our strange city stories have turned into homo stories, which is
let's get back on topic.
I mean, I pretty much got that out of there. I mean, I do find it weird having grown up in New Jersey that you can buy beer almost anywhere in New York. Beer is definitely cheaper than gas. I mean, that I don't understand. Like, people in New Jersey pump your gas for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just drive up and some fucking dude comes out and puts the gas in your car. And,
I love it.
Yeah, you don't pay shit. And then in New York, gas is like $2.50 a gallon right now. I'm just going to round it to about that.
I think it's like $1.87.
Yeah,
it's like less than $2 in New Jersey, and I don't understand it. Plus, it's the only city with a cover charge. Pay to get in, any way you can think.
But New Jersey?
No, New York.
New Jersey does too.
Yeah, tolls.
Tolls? No, that's just a bribe to Chris Christie.
And they have they have a toll to get in the state too, don't they? Like they do that for almost every state, right?
Not
across the state line, though, they have a toll.
Not so much. Well, anyway, I guess we could segue to the next topic. Which one of you guys wants to go next?
I thought we were talking about how lonely we are in the city.
That's fucking depressing. I don't want to talk about that shit. I mean, I'm just saying, it's weird living in the biggest city in the country, and it's actually a thing, apparently. You can look it up online. It's not uncommon for people who just move.
You could join, like, a Facebook group. That, like,
don't they have things throughout the city, like meetups to, like, meet up with people? It doesn't even have to be for relationships. It's just, like,
really?
To meet up with friends.
Probably, yeah.
Become friends with people. Yeah. Pretty sure if you go on Craigslist, there's...
Yeah.
That sounds bad, but there's stuff you can find. Or maybe if you just...
pass on that Craigslist thing.
All right, well, maybe if you go to your local coffee shoppy and find a... go to that bulletin board. Maybe there's stuff posted about meetups.
We can discuss this further after the podcast, because
maybe they have
for some reason I think you know more about this than I do.
I mean, there was in Philly, so I figured it'd be the same for New York.
You could probably go to a local college or like university and just show out
some college freshmen.
Hop in the hacky sack circle and
start playing.
I can't
show them skills.
Can you hack or sack or both?
I can both.
Why is it a hack?
Get some ultimate frisbee going on.
Nah, not that much of a hipster.
Bring your guitar, sing Kumbaya.
I can't. I've been able to play guitar since like 9th grade.
It's Kumbaya. It's easy.
Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya. Anyway, so
is that the whole song? Is just that one thing?
I fucking think it is. I don't know. I've never heard the song otherwise. I mean, Brian, if you could find it online and bring it up, I mean...
No, if you want to be friends with the younger crowd, raid that evidence locker. Get that weed.
Bro, we don't have evidence where I work.
Really?
Work in a jail.
Oh.
They're already arrested, and that shit's already gone.
Confiscate shit, though, right? Like shanks.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of cameras, and I can get
cigarettes and butt cocaine.
I didn't get in the jail pocket, But like,
hey, if it's in a bag, you can still use it. I mean, the shit like.
It's in a condom.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not gonna do drugs. I'd lose my job.
99% effective against shit stains in your coke.
That's fucked. Anyway, I guess we'll segue to the next topic. We're kind of
speaking of shit stains. Yeah, next topic. I don't know where I was going with that.
All right, I'll go next. So, growing up as a kid, everyone watched those Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
And I watched all of them, even if I didn't like them, because I had nothing better to do with my time.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of all the shit you had to sift through, what was your favorite childhood cartoon or cartoons?
I could probably rank
which one stood out.
Hey, we don't have to rank them, but yeah, I definitely have a lot.
Okay.
Regale us, Mr. Brian.
Yeah, throw a few out there and we'll...
Using some SAT words today.
Well, not necessarily Saturday morning cartoons. I mean...
any cartoon.
Yeah, I know on Saturday mornings I'd get up early and I'd watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of my favorites. And then favorite Nickelodeon cartoons would probably have to be The Angry Beavers.
Okay.
The show is just whack.
It's so crazy now what you can equate that to as an older person. Continue.
Yeah, I was big into Angry Beavers. I liked Rugrats before they had the baby, before the movie. Before they sold out.
Yeah.
What else? Our Real Monsters.
All Nickelodeon stuff, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot of the early Nickelodeon stuff.
I didn't have cable until I was like 12.
I mean, after a while, Nickelodeon ones here too.
But I'm really excited because I don't know if you guys heard.
I heard, yeah.
They're bringing back all the old Nickelodeon cartoons and shows called The Splat.
Wait. So are they going to redo them or just replay them?
No, they're replaying them. So it's like all the old shows, like Legends of the Hidden Temple, Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Angry Beavers, Clarissa Explains It All, Are You Afraid of the Dark? And they're just going to keep adding more and more shows.
Biggest crush on Clarissa when I was...
Melissa Joan Hart?
Yeah, Melissa Joan Hart? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was quite tasty.
Indeed.
When I was, like,
what about...
7.
And Cartoon Network. There's Johnny Bravo. Hey there, pretty mama. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage.
Ed, and Eddie. What else? I feel like I'm missing. Dexter's Laboratory. That was probably my favorite one.
That's how I learned to say, what was it?
Laboratory.
And that's how I learned to say cheese omelet in French.
Omelette du fromage.
Omelette du fromage.
Outside of Cartoon Network, I remember back in the day they used to play a lot of old Looney Tunes cartoons, which I was pretty much raised on Looney Tunes.
Oh, of course.
It was like the Bugs Bunny show. I remember that was on Saturday morning as well. So what else? They had Animaniacs.
Yeah, that show I like that.
Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah.
Tiny Toons. Mm-hmm. Those are all top-notch programs as well.
Tiny Toons is alright. I liked Animaniacs. I liked...
Hysteria.
There's only two type of people in the world. People who like Animaniacs and people who don't like Animaniacs.
I liked it when I was a kid.
So then, yeah, we're all those type of people.
Hysteria was good.
Yeah.
Wait, what was?
It's hysterical when historical.
I don't remember the song, but yeah, I've watched so much of that. They used to play it in school too. Like, remember that? Like, for educational purposes. Froggo. You remember Froggo?
What the hell is Froggo?
From Hysteria. I know you don't know the show, right?
I remember it, but I don't remember that much about it.
No.
It's a short dude. He had like a backwards red hat on, and he spoke like a frog, like he had a cackly voice almost.
Was he like the Smacks frog?
Not quite. He was a kid.
Sugar Smacks.
Sugar Smacks.
Well,
never even heard of that, but okay.
I'll have to go with my my favorite probably being Ren and Stimpy.
Oh yeah, I
love Ren and Stimpy.
That my mom wouldn't let me watch Ren and Stimpy, and she also wouldn't let me watch Rocko's Modern Life because she thought it was too
vulgar.
Vulgar, yeah, I guess.
No,
because it's a word.
Rocko's Modern Life. Watching it as an adult,
watching it as an adult. There's a lot of jokes that we didn't get as children that we get as adults.
You wouldn't get it as a child. Same thing with Ren and Stimpy. Although I could see more where your mom was coming from with Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah,
Ren and Stimpy was way more adult.
The animation was just very crude and out there. It was just like bizarre.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah,
it was meant to be bizarre and weird.
And they get in like when they do like the close-ups, they do like very graphic looking, like gross, still images.
Yeah,
which I still love to this day. It's just, especially when they do it on like newer cartoons, but they rarely do.
Yeah, there's something missing with newer cartoons. They're too too whitewashed and too homogenized, and it's just not.
Yeah.
I'm really using some big words today, aren't I?
You're a big boy now.
I know, right? Mommy, wow.
It's good to see that college diploma coming in handy.
I didn't graduate college, bro.
But there you go.
Yeah.
There you go, kids. You don't need to graduate college to learn big words.
No, you don't. You just need to be able to read and not listen to Justin fucking Bieber and Selena Gomez.
Baby.
Although Selena Gomez could definitely get it. I'm just saying.
But yeah, I agree with cartoons today. They're just garbage.
There's something missing.
I don't know.
Even SpongeBob. Like I was big into SpongeBob when it first came out. But after the movie, it just started to go downhill and it started to become more retarded and retarded and retarded.
And
like all the clever humor just like went out the window.
And while we're
like, let's be loud and stupid like every other cartoon out there.
What we're forgetting to talk about, obviously, is The Simpsons.
Oh yeah,
The Simpsons. That was for the last
decade. 15 years.
You guys watched that like as a child though? Like,
no, not
a little bit.
Not as a child.
I wasn't allowed to watch it. Actually, my mom wouldn't let me.
But you know what? I don't get that.
I heard parents that did that.
The Simpsons. My dad didn't like The Simpsons either. The Simpsons weren't as bad as like vulgar, I guess you could say, as something like Rocko's Modern Life or Ren and Stimpy.
Mm-hmm.
They're not nearly as bad. I mean, they're not in these adult situations. They're not making sexual humor and references like they definitely are in those other two. Which is it's. But I still remember watching all of them. I remember I had a Ren and Stimpy scratch and stink thing, like a card when I was a kid, like a birthday card.
Yeah.
Scratched it. It smelled like shit. I don't know what it smelled like, but it wasn't good. I went to the Nickelodeon studios.
It wasn't actually like scratch and stink. Your mom just shit on the card.
Very possible. But I went to Nickelodeon studios as a kid.
Yeah,
I was kind of disappointed.
So was I, but when I went, they were like filming an episode of Kenan and Kel, so I saw that. I didn't actually meet Kenan and Kel, but
you watched it.
Yeah, we just watched them film an episode.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What was this?
Nickelodeon Studios and Universal. They don't have it anymore.
Oh, okay, yeah,
the building's still there.
Florida?
No, it's not.
No, the one building is still there, I think.
I don't think so. I just went to Universal. I didn't see anything.
I mean, it's not Nickelodeon Studios anymore. It's just
there.
The physical building that they use for
stuff.
I didn't see it, but no.
Well, it's there.
I watched random things on YouTube, and that was one of the things I watched about abandoned places, and it was cool. I watched it, and that's what happened when I worked the night shift a couple weeks ago.
I love those videos, like abandoned house hunting stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Is now I want to go do all the like abandoned asylums and stuff. I didn't want to do that when I was younger. Yeah. Although now I do know the legal repercussions, and I probably won't.
Yeah.
But
just bring someone with you who has a camera, and you can claim it's for a documentary. Loopholes.
That's true.
But yeah, cartoons. Do you have any more? Or?
Yeah. So I didn't have cable for quite a while until my aunt paid for it. So we were cheap. So like I was stuck watching like Fox and WB.
Fox Kids.
Pretty much, yeah. So like on WB, like I watched Pokemon like crazy. I think I was about 8 years old when that started.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. The first like 2 seasons or so of that show were great. I watched Digimon also.
Oh, Digimon. Oh, that was essential.
That was on Fox.
Champions.
The whole first season of Digimon was pure gold.
Yeah. I actually started rewatching it on Netflix recently.
Mm-hmm.
I still enjoy it quite a bit. It's probably on Crunchyroll too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, probably.
This doesn't count as a cartoon, but I did watch it. Bananas in Pajamas. You ever see that?
I never watched it, but I know what they are.
I saw a little bit of it. In pajamas. Something.
That wasn't really a cartoon, though. It was more like
that's why, I'm just throwing
like a costume show, like Barney.
Basically,
You ever watch Bananas? The big comfy couch? That thing creeped me out.
I don't remember.
I was always like afraid if I sat in a big chair, I'd get swallowed by the chair, and the chair would be like a monster. It'd open up and eat me.
Did you guys ever watch Pee-wee's Playhouse? Or am I the only one on that one?
It was like
I've seen
kind
it.
of before my time.
I love Pee-wee's Playhouse.
It's all fucked up. It's like mecha.
Yeah, it was more of an 80s thing, but I do remember they used to replay old episodes like Saturday mornings and shit like that.
Yeah. I also watched a lot of superhero stuff, like Batman and Batman Beyond, especially.
The Batman, the original series, the animated series, that was really good.
Have you ever watched like the '60s Batman show?
No, I've only seen clips. The one with Adam West, right? Yeah.
Adam West.
I told you I met Adam West, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You told me
I got a picture with him.
Thanks.
No,
awesome.
This is with Adam West. That's probably bad, but I tried.
No, it sounded alright.
By Scooby Doo.
So yeah, that's.
I used to watch a lot of Scooby Doo also. A lot of Hanna-Barbera.
You know who I didn't like was Scrappy Doo. I thought Scrappy Doo.
Oh, I fucking hate Scrappy. No one likes Scrappy, so
No one likes Scrappy. I mean, now I've been like, just fucking stay home, Scrappy. No one gives a shit about you.
I love Scooby Doo. Love the Flintstones. What else was there? A lot of Hanna-Barbera stuff. Jetsons was alright.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was good. I used to watch the old G.I. Joe cartoon.
I never watched G.I. Joe. I was never into G.I. Joe.
Me either.
Even with the toys, I was just like, whatever. That and Transformers. Couldn't get into it.
Transformers. I don't even like the Transformer movie.
He-Man.
Never watched He-Man either. It looked so bad.
SWAT Cats.
Oh, Bobby's World.
Oh, yeah. I used to watch Bobby's World, yeah.
What SWAT Cats? Is one person who watched that?
That sounds so...
I don't even know.
That sounds familiar.
It sounds like swastika.
Does anyone remember Street Sharks? It was essentially Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the sharks.
Yeah. Gargoyles.
Oh,
Gargoyles.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
I've watched Darkwing Duck before. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Spider-Man had a pretty good animated show, too.
I never watched Spider-Man.
X-Men, yeah.
I wasn't into X-Men either.
I had the cards, too. I used to collect the trading cards for X-Men.
I like X-Men.
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank on other stuff, but, there's so many good stuff from back then. So, yeah. Childhood cartoons.
Very nostalgic topic. I like it.
It's going to be sad that I'm old.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could always, go online and just download a torrent.
Yeah.
I need a better computer. My computer sucks. Actually, that's something I should probably buy a computer.
Yeah. But I'm excited for that new network, Splat. Hopefully, you know.
It's a full-on new network.
Yeah, it's kind of like Boomerang with Cartoon Network, where they play all the old cartoons.
I'm not going to get cable.
Hopefully, you don't have to pay extra for it, though.
So, yeah, if I have to pay extra come February when I have a new place I'm going to.
Mm-hmm.
As of the moment, I'm not a big fan of where I live, so I'm going to move and hopefully like where I go from there on. And if I'm only there for a few more months, I'm not going to waste my time getting a fucking cable. Cable. Yeah. So, fuck it, I'll just...
Yeah, because don't they lock you into, a 2-year contract anyway?
Yeah, and if I like where I live after that, I can just fucking do it then. And then by the time everything rolls around...
Yeah, you can survive off... when we moved here... we moved in April of last year, and we didn't have cable for the first 5 months we were here. We just lived off of DVDs and Netflix.
Yeah, I'll survive.
So you can easily just.
I work a lot anyway. It just it keeps my mind busy. I binge watch shows.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I binge watch.
That's the only way to do it.
I binge watch. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and I finished all the seasons on Netflix.
Yep.
Which at the current moment are 9 seasons. I'm probably gonna start it again.
Nice.
I mean. And then I binge watched Futurama and Family Guy.
Talk about adult cartoons. Family Guy and South Park and
South Park came out when we were in
South Park's been out for a long ass time.
But the best
and they're going to be
best part about South Park
for 3 more years.
South Park is still funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. The first 2 episodes this season weren't that great.
It's still relatively funny.
I don't like.
They're too relative though. They're getting too topical and too relative, and it's just kind of like I think they're trying too hard.
They're out of original ideas.
Yeah, I'm more excited for the new video game coming up, The Fractured Butthole. Because the Stick of Truth was probably the best work they've done in a while.
I haven't played any of them. I'll try to start playing that stuff.
Yeah. I played a little.
I actually want to go see the Book of Mormon. I mean,
Book of Mormon is great.
It's gonna be pretty easy for me to go see it. I hop on the freaking train. I'm right there.
I'm pretty sure you get tickets now. I don't think it's as popular as it was a few years
ago.
When I
looked a year or so ago, the tickets were easily $120.
It's pretty much easy. With anything on Broadway. It's popular.
That fucking sucks.
It really does. But
watch Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark.
Oh God!
No one wants to watch it.
It's not on Broadway anymore. So
really?
No, it's been out for a while.
I just remember that it was bombing.
So it's a Rocky musical. I'm sorry to report.
Oh no, I'm sure it was horrible.
Love wins.
remember I wanted to go see it, and my ex was like, yeah, she's like, yeah, we can go see it. I'm like, yeah, you're with me. She's like, no, you're going by yourself. I'm not watching the fucking Rocky musical. I'm like, God damn it. What do you want so much? Because I know it's going to be horrible. I want to laugh.
Apollo! Mr. T! Drago! Tommy Gunn!
It's 2 ends.
Right, anyways.
Anyway, yeah. As we're being
Archer. It's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Archer's a good one.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty,
Rick and
which
Morty,
we
definitely.
talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Of course, we're all forgetting about, was it Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Oh, yeah.
They ended that.
yeah,
Number
that
one
just
in the
ended,
hood,
yeah.
Supposedly. They keep saying that it's the final season, but I think this is the end.
Actually.
I actually probably haven't watched it in about 6 years.
I watched like a few episodes on demand a couple days ago.
Space Ghost. Coast to Coast.
Oh, Space Ghost was so good.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast is really like the old Space Ghost cartoons, and they just
Made
redubbed
it to
them.
a talk show.
Yeah. It
This is
was
the original voice actor, too, right?
Yeah.
Played him, yeah. I don't remember his name, but...
And that,
C-Lab 2021.
I was gonna say C-Lab
C-Lab
21.
was
that I never
great.
watched.
Oh my
Missed
god.
that one.
My favorite episode had to be either the Bizarro episode, where they meet like the Bizarro C-Lab and they have like this robot bird guy who keeps saying Bizarro, Bizarro. The guy's like, shut that fucking thing up. The time that the captain gets trapped underneath the soda machine, and he befriends like a scorpion, and it keeps stinging him, and he gets addicted to the venom. Show's so fucked up.
That's a good show. I haven't seen that in a really long time. That's a good one. Yeah, that's all I can think about right now. Yeah, there's definitely more. There's like Super Jail and stuff. That's like.
Oh, I hated Super Jail.
I watched like one episode.
I actually I applied to be a cleanup artist on Super Jail, so I had to take like a test that they gave me, and I had to clean up the animation, like do like the outlines and some of the coloring.
Mm-hmm.
But I never heard back, so it was exciting though.
Yeah.
This close to working for Adult Swim.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Adult Swim is generally is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'll just go out there and say I don't like all the like Tim and Eric shows.
Yeah, I'm not.
I never found them funny. It's like I was seeing a girl for a while, another girl who was really into that, and she like sent me clips, and I'm like, "This is funny."
Maybe if you smoked a joint.
No, she didn't do drugs. I know that for a fact. I mean, I don't do drugs, so I wish I did. If I did, maybe I would have found it funny.
Drugs are bad, McCoy.
Get on action, have a hot tub.
McCoy.
Okay.
McCoy.
So they pull down their pants.
Squatting over.
Make a big fudge dragon into the urinal. Okay.
Trap the chocolate sauce. I was going to say, that's probably my favorite episode of South Park.
Seriously?
Really?
I watched that episode and I'm laughing the whole time. Just because I think I find the fudge dragon, the chocolate sausage part, I find it so freaking funny.
Is that the one where the teacher has sex with Ike?
It might be.
Or am I thinking of another one? That's the one with Cartman becomes Dog the Bounty Hunter. And you dig. That was on the other night.
I don't remember which episode that was, but I just remember watching. Every time I watch it, anytime Mr. Mackey talks about it, I just die laughing. All right, so yeah, segue.
Yes, new topic.
Segue.
Brian, what's your topic?
My topic is spontaneous purchases. Usually, if you buy something on a whim or spontaneously, you may have buyer's regret. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
why did I buy this crate of 3,000 ants for $5 off of Amazon?
Well, that's a good deal. I mean, you can't.
It is a good deal.
I mean,
But you're like, what the hell am I going to do with these
3,000
ants?
I mean,
You know, throw them in someone's car or start an ant farm?
You
Or...
know, that's how you get ants.
That is how you get ants.
You buy them.
I thought it was when you're
It's an Archer reference.
I'm sure we've all made a bunch of stupid-ass purchases on a whim and regretted it, but what are some of the best purchases we've made on a whim?
I'd go with some alcohol purchases there on the whim. They were pretty good. The Adler Koenig. By the way, Adler Koenig is a German beer that's so good it'll bring a tear to your eye.
It's like Jesus' piss.
Yeah, if Jesus urinated and was German, it would taste like that.
Yes.
Just saying, much
It
love
is-
to
is-
JC.
It is holy.
What if you didn't? What if you weren't a Christian? Wouldn't his piss taste like?
I don't know. Then it would.
Then
taste
Buddha's
like
piss. I don't
Buddha's
fucking
piss.
know.
Piss then, like
It's fucking
Muhammad's
phenomenal.
piss.
All right, it's phenomenal.
It is. It doesn't taste like beer. It tastes. I don't know.
Lightheaded.
Yeah, it's hard to
It's
explain. It's been so
Is it
long
sweet?
since I've had it.
No, it's like German beer. It's like it's a lager.
It's a lager,
It's
but
a
there's
light
something
lager.
about
It's
it
just-
that's
it's just magical.
do they have drugs in it?
Maybe.
maybe.
Some narcotics.
I don't speak that much. Oh, I guess I don't speak that much.
some wormwood in there.
Wormwood.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, absence.
Wood. I didn't have that kind of a reaction to that shit. I never
I
found
know.
it that great. I just kind of found it kind of crappy tasting.
What, absinthe? Oh yeah, absinthe is gross.
Yeah. Didn't fuck me up as much
good
as I
for
thought
you.
it was going to be. How's it good for you?
Anyway,
It kills your liver. It's definitely horrible
it's good.
for you.
It's good for the mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, sure, okay. But that's one I can think of off the top of my head. That I bought this this like Danish liquor called like Viking's Blood, and it was actually really good too.
I didn't like
Got
that.
a nice bag. Really?
It was that honey mead, right?
Yeah, honey mead. It was really. I
Yeah.
thought it was really good. It got me nice and fucked up. Okay, I have a couple more, but I'll
No, go ahead.
Go, no, go.
I'm
we're
thinking.
No, go ahead, Rob.
we're going to wheel.
Rouse
Okay.
them off.
So I this was during college. I don't know why I decided to do this, but I bought an extendable baton because I went to college in Pennsylvania, and you can fucking buy anything in Pennsylvania because it's the goddamn Wild West. I bought it on a whim because I thought it would be cool, and
That thing was cool. I remember that. I felt so badass when I whipped it open.
Jake has it. He called me the other day, so he found it. He asked me if I wanted it back, and I'm like,
Fuck yeah,
let me
dude.
check the local laws, make sure I'm actually allowed to have it.
You're a corrections officer.
Dude, he has to say a shit line.
You're.
Oh,
I'll bleep it out.
Whatever.
I'll put a cat noise in there.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll talk about that. But anyway, yeah, I guess technically I can, but I'll probably get it back from it at one point. But I went around college just drinking and very immature and very irresponsibly smashing things with it. And it's still in one piece, apparently. It's still functioning. And I had an absolute blast with it. It was just fun. I accidentally broke a coffee pot.
How much was it? Just out
It
of
was like
curiosity.
$25.
Oh wow, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and it was just funny. It was cool. I also bought a pair of boots, like winter boots, one time on a whim. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I want nice boots. So I bought these boots, and I have had them for. I finally had to get rid of them, but I had them for like 6 years.
go!
Oh, who scored?
Oh boy, the Devils
Devils
scored a goal.
So we have to find out who
Go
scored. Hang on,
Devils,
guys.
Any hockey fans out there?
Boucher? Is it Boucher?
Oh yeah, Reed Boucher scored a goal.
Sweet. Now everyone has to turn their heads and watch it, or else we can't move on.
I'm not watching because I don't care about sports.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, we gotta see. Oh wow,
That was a nice deflection.
sweet.
It was on the Lundqvist. It
That
went
was-
rack.
Severson with the assist there. Nice. I know you're real excited about that one. 1-0.
Nothing Devils. Just gonna throw that one out there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the best I can think of for right now. I could probably get some better ones. But I'm just gonna go out and say, in case anybody is listening, that was a very immature. There's very immature things they did with that damn baton, but
Oh, who the hell cares?
It was a lot of fun.
It's fucking awesome. It's an extendable baton.
It's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's still pretty cool. Okay, so when you guys go next, if I
yeah.
come up with something else, I'll say it before we finish.
So mine was So I take the train every day to work. It's about like a half-hour commute. When I first started my job, I was playing a lot of my 3DS, but I started to get bored once I started playing a lot of Super Smash Brothers, and I really had no other games because I beat Pokemon, I beat Fire Emblem, and there wasn't really much else I wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of the blue, I decided to buy a PlayStation Vita.
Nice.
So that is probably my best spontaneous purchase.
Nice.
I kept hearing things about the Vita through Podcast Beyond and all that stuff, and there were a couple of games that looked interesting. So I just
Like, what were the first games that you bought?
first games. Well, I got it was like a deal on Amazon. I think it was like $150 for the Borderlands 2 bundle.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my first game. Then after that, I got Uncharted
Mm-hmm.
and Gravity Rush. I think were my first games.
Mm-hmm. What did you think of Gravity Rush?
I loved Gravity Rush.
Did you beat it?
Yeah, I beat it.
I didn't beat it. I hated the targeting system with the
Yeah,
kicks and stuff.
it's a little tricky.
Yeah.
It's better if you don't use the motion controls too much.
Yeah, I got stuck on like a boss fight because like every time I would try to kick him, it would just move at the last second. And you have to like recharge your kick and stuff.
Yeah,
it was annoying.
I mean, I'm excited for the new Gravity Rush,
yeah.
Gravity Days 2.
Yeah.
Rather.
Yep.
So, I'm totally glad I brought it.
Mm-hmm.
No regret at all. There's great games for that system. I got Freedom Wars after that. And then Sly Cooper.
Thieves in Time?
Yeah, Thieves in Time.
Yeah.
The both Danganronpa games.
Mm-hmm.
Those are great games, great visual novels. Bunch of free indie games because I have PS Plus.
Yeah, yeah.
Got played Killzone Mercenary.
Mm-hmm.
Like the original.
So Persona 4.
Yeah.
Which you're playing right now.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm enjoying it
So yeah,
quite a bit.
it's a top-notch system, worth the money.
Yeah, I agree. I actually bought mine about 6 months after launch or so.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's just great. It's like it has like games you can't get on 3DS. Like they're not kiddie games. They're like console quality experiences.
yeah.
On the go.
I think it's more of for an adult audience.
Yeah.
With that, it has. I think it's easily the best handheld ever made, just from terms of like a technical standpoint.
Yeah.
It's the best hardware to ever come out as a handheld. But everyone's tastes are different, so I'm sure I know people that love 3DS and think that's the superior system.
Mm-hmm.
More power to them. So, spontaneous purchases. I'm known to make measured purchases. I read reviews on stuff when it comes to just about everything. I'm really picky about what I spend my money on because I'm cheap. That's the short of it. I honestly I can't even think of anything because I don't really buy things on a whim ever. Yeah, so buying things on a whim, I think I did that today when I picked out our beer for the next episode since we're recording back to back. And that I don't want to spoil it because like what I bought, but we'll find out if it's good or not. So that might just be the default answer.
I do have another one.
Go ahead.
And I don't remember if you've had it or not. I know Brian has. You can attest to this. That I remember him hopping out of the car in the middle of Newark to go to a bodega because we saw it hanging on the wall. Ranch Bugles.
Oh, the Holy Grail snack foods.
Holy Grail snack food. Best snack food I've ever had in my life. I found them again. I told you that when I was down at Fort Pickett, Virginia.
Oh yeah.
I found them and I got as many of them as I could fit in my bag. And we went through them, and eventually were none left.
Mm-hmm.
They were the Holy Grail of snack food. They are by far, if you like ranch or snack foods in general, or if you're a human and you aren't,
and not a horse.
Not a horse. I mean, I think horses will like them too. But horses are terrible people.
The horses will eat the shit out of that.
Yeah, the horses will eat the shit out of that. They're just fucking amazing. And I got them on a whim because I remember having something similar when I was like a little kid. They used to come in like a box. It was like a little, like the size of a cereal box, and that's what it came in. I had them, and they were amazing. So I bought them on a whim.
Horses are cool.
Yeah, sure. That's fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, you said they're fucking amazing. I thought we were still talking about horses.
No, we're Ranch Bugles, dude. Come on.
Now, do the Ranch Bugles eat the horses, or the horses eat the Bugles? I'm confused.
No, the horse has nothing to do with anything.
Well, why are we talking about horses?
I'm talking about horses.
I don't know.
We're Ranch Bugles. Face palm. Yeah, but the best snack I've ever had. I mean, that's probably about all I got.
They still make them, right? Probably.
Yeah, they make them. It's like a small company. It's a company called Tom's, and they make snack foods that go into small packaging.
Tiny food for tiny people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hollick's is Bugles Ranch.
Tiny mouths. Come here and eat some shit. You little bitch.
I need a cup of coffee. you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's about all I got.
Clue in that bitch.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Quite possibly. I got banged up last night, so I don't know.
Kahlua and coffee is amazing.
I've had it before.
Yeah, it's like
For Irish cream.
Yeah. Do some Irish cream.
Giggity.
Straight down the gullet.
That's, I mean,
Best way to have it. I mean, if you're gonna have it, you gotta do it that way.
you know, secreted from an Irishman.
Yeah.
Sexy. That's, I mean, I don't know about you guys. That's about all I got for right now.
Yeah. I think that about covers.
Yeah, so
Get some caffeine recharge.
wrap this bitch up, I guess.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Take us home.
Hey, what? Oh, I gotta take you guys home.
Yeah.
I'm
driving all the way to Brooklyn,
already
asshole.
home, so.
Yeah, but he's gonna drive me home, then drive to his house, then come back here and drop you off, and then he's gonna go to some random third location or fourth location. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
He likes to drive.
Walk into someone else's house and just tell them you're home.
Mm-hmm. Lucy, I'm home.
What? This is my house. What the fuck you're talking about?
Break
It's my
into
house.
someone's house who's not your boyfriend.
Yes.
Anyways, this has been the Salted Coffee Podcast. You can find us on the interwebs. We are on SoundCloud. We are now on YouTube. Usually the episodes go up every Monday on SoundCloud, every Wednesday in video form on YouTube. They're not actually videos. They're just static images of our mascot on video format with the audio track underneath it. We are on Twitter. I am at Koenig Designs. Devon is at Hunkalicious Rex.
Damn straight.
Paul's not on Twitter. He prefers to remain a mystery.
Mystery wrapped inside a riddle, wrapped inside an enigma.
I'm sure you
Like
can
a
find him on
broken brain.
Facebook if you search hard enough.
Or can you?
Yes, you can.
You can
He's
follow
there.
all of us at Salted Coffee Pod.
Yeah. Email us with your questions at
Yeah, seriously.
Yes, if you
Start
guys
asking us,
if-
start asking us questions.
if you guys have questions that you want us to answer on the show, please email us at saltedcoffeepodcast@gmail.com. We will answer them live on the show. Yeah. Is there anything else that I missed? We're on Facebook also.
Yeah, we are.
Got that
Facebook,
Facebook fan
YouTube,
page.
SoundCloud.
We're on Instagram also.
Yes,
Various photos from our lives.
indeed. Please be
Yeah.
excited.
Don't sound too desperate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love us.
So anyways,
Till next time.
till next week. See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Internet.